you see this? I mean, this is a MacBook, not the newest one, but the one from last year, so 2019 or beginning of 2020, I'm not even sure. Probably around $7,000. And we have for our consultants also MacBooks. And you buy one for a couple of $1,000 and you think like, even inside. Why on earth do you pay that much money and you get this quality for a camera? Why do we have a camera quality like this? I cannot see this kind of picture anymore. It films from below, it shows your nose, it's not a nice image. And if you put on a background from these devices, your face is half cut off. And I'm really tired of seeing that and hearing this sound. So how do you solve that? And here's what we do. We came up with a solution. Our consultants, who actually train a lot, receive with one package. That's the package 8 people at Blackboard are now receiving. Why 8? Not everyone needs to train all the time. And this package will give you a Hollywood look, a camera, a DSLR look during a video conference. And spending a lot of money on notebooks and on business flights, we said, well, this setup costs around 1,415, so 1,500 euro all in, with sound system, camera system and a good mic system to make you look nice and sound nice. Why is that important? Well, during virtual calls, you have much more presence in the room when you see the person with a nice camera. I will show you the setup later, how it looks like, but let's have an overview. What we found is the best setup you can get for the money. So let's start with the camera. We tested several cameras, but this is the Panasonic Lumix G, which is a starter camera kind of, a starter DSLR. It records 4K video, which you never use for a video call, but you get a body and there comes a lens with it. Pretty light DSLR to get started, so it's a beginner model. There are cameras that you can directly attach as a DSLR camera to a video call, but we tested the quality with Sony cameras and with others where you'd like directly go into it, and we thought it's not as nice as this one here. There is a zoom lens that comes with it, but as you know me from all the other videos, the zoom lenses are not the nicest quality, and even if we cannot tell why it's a nice image, we kind of see, oh wow, that's a nice image. And the image is created with the lens, a small 20mm, which is not too wide angle, but it gives you a nice bouquet because there is an aperture, it's an f-stop of 1.7. So this is a really nice bouquet on that camera. So this is the lens and the camera setup. Again, also Lumix that goes directly on the camera. That's the camera side. Then, how do we attach the camera? Magic arms. Boom! That MP, Yannick and Jan came up with, because once you have them attached wherever you want to have them, you can fix them like this, and then there. So this goes to the table behind the computer. It kind of looks like here. Look at this. Magic arm attached to the table. Lumix G with a lens behind the screen. And then we have the Rode, what's it called? NT-USB with an arm again. And you can say, whoa, that's a big setup. But the point is, you could record YouTube videos in high quality here. You could even be part as a speaker in a conference. And you have such a nicer image, especially if you're using these lights here. This is connected to Philips Hue. In the front is studio lights, and you can easily change through the app the scene you want to have. It's a bit cold. That's white, for example. So, but you can test it and set up for a YouTube video, and we can even have LEDs in the background to make it look like a bit more studio atmosphere, because this was a podcast room before. But you could even be guest in a guest podcast virtually, because you have a perfect mic. and you are really present for whoever records a podcast. We did that with Stephen Covey the other day, and he has a very similar setup on his side. I mean, if it's off, it's like this, and it already looks good because the background is dark and you have a little light on top, so you can see how much you can do with this small light. And what we have here is a pre-setup for a little bit more YouTube look. It makes the face a bit warmer, still bright, still in the background, and you can see this is already a filmic look. Yep. So now you can see this here, and I could change lights to, as I said, any color. I could say, put it back to the Cyberstream setup, as we call this one, or I could make it any corporate color or anything I want to give it a bit more filmic impression and something that is, let's say, in the color of the client. Why not? So you can become really creative here, and I would say this is definitely something that is nice. If you don't have Philips Hue system at home, we have a very, very easy light system here. Aperture, MC, super simple, a little bit more light, that's enough. If you just need a little bit of light, and you even can put something in the front here that gives the light a little bit of distortion. Then the arms, the cam links, as I said, some cables that you need, some adapters that you need, and that's pretty much it. Oh, no, power for the camera. Because of course you don't want to work with a battery, but you want to work with a dummy battery. And then you have power. So that's that part. And if they record a video, we give them a 32 gig SD card. And for the people who don't want to attach their camera to the table, or who don't have a table, or if you want to have a workshop standing straight up, a very simple, light and small tripod from Amazon. That is pretty much it. And I mean, we invest so much money in travel, and if you say you save that money and at the same time you do something good for the environment and you keep the distance for social distancing in times of Corona, I mean, these are all arguments that count when you buy, that didn't work, when you buy a setup like this and you invest 1,500 euro in a setup for your people, that they look nice, sound nice, and can be present in a video call all day long. That's pretty much it. That's the Blackbolt and Streamforce One magical video YouTube setup. And we don't want these FaceTime cameras anymore. Let me know what you think, what's your experience, and you have to think we have to kind of scale it to like 30 people. So we were looking for something that is reliable, interchangeable, and so on. There are cheaper ways, but what we tested so far, this is the way to go. And we will link all the products below. Jan, please, all the products, so everyone who wants that can have that, and that's what we shared. And comment, like, and watch another video, and make sure you subscribe. I still love this stuff here. Thank you guys for watching.